Hi friends, happy Wednesday. I have a question for you today, and that question is, do you think you're worth it? And you might be asking, what's it, Katie? What are you asking me? Do I think I'm worth what? Actually, it could be anything. Do you think you're worth the time to invest in yourself, in your health, in your mind, in your spirit? Do you think you're worth the money you charge your clients if you have a business? Do you think you're worth the money that you pay for healthy food so that you can put that good energy and fuel into your body? Do you think that you're worth the loving relationship that you're in or that you want to be in? Do you think you're worth the space to show up and talk about how you're feeling? Do you think your voice is worth it? Do you think what you have to say is worth it? And the reason why I'm asking this question today is because that's a question. Those are the questions I pretty much have been asking myself my entire life. Whether I knew it or not, I've been asking myself those questions. And I've been working with a life coach over these past couple weeks, which has just been amazing and transformational. And the worthiness aspect is really at the root of everything, as well as our thoughts. And I'm going to be going deeper into this over the next couple weeks. I'm excited to do some more videos and lives and jump into my Facebook group and talk about our thoughts because, oh my gosh, it sounds so simple. It sounds so simple. And the thing is, when things sound so simple, like, oh yeah, our thoughts control our actions, right? Mindset is everything. Change your mind, change your thoughts, right? The thing that I think about when something looks simple, right? For those of you who CrossFit, when there's a workout that I'm like, oh, like that looks like that might be like not crazy maybe, like that but then I'm like, but it kind of looks too simple. Like, that's it? And then because I've been doing CrossFit for 10 years, I know that the workouts that look like they might be simple, there was a workout months ago that had a 3-minute rest between the rounds. And my first thought was, wow, 3 minutes? Like 3 minutes is a really long time, like when you need to catch your breath, right? 30 seconds doesn't seem like enough. A minute is like, okay, I can do this. 2 minutes, you're like, I'm ready. And 3 minutes, you're like, okay, I'm waiting to go. But let me tell you something. You needed every second of those 3 minutes to recover. And that's why the 3 minutes was put there. So even though it may have looked like simple or an easier workout, it wasn't. Looks can be deceiving. And so when I say, oh yeah, your thoughts control your actions. Yeah, that seems so simple. Okay, so I'm just going to think a different thought, right? That's so easy to do. It's not. Because you guys, our thoughts have been ingrained, like ingrained, right? When you have something engraved for someone, right, at that store in the mall, I can't even think of it now what it's called, but you have something engraved, right? So that it's like there forever. That's what our thoughts are in our brain. These thoughts, however old you are, for me, 43 years of thoughts, that's what plays in my head. And let me tell you something, 43 years of ingraining something, it is engraved and it is not going to be easy to change them. It's not. And even if you try to change it quickly, like you get up and you're thinking like, oh, it's another day at home. Okay. And you're like, okay, I should change my thoughts, Katie, right? Like, okay, it's okay. It's not raining out. That's a good thing. We could probably go outside today for a little bit in the backyard. Okay. But guess what? As quickly as you try to think about that thought, that initial thought comes back in. It's another day. It's only 1:00 in the afternoon. Still have the whole day to go, right? Because what happens is we default right back to that initial thought. And then we just like spiral downward. Like I was listening this morning to a live about the number of thoughts we have a day, something like 60,000 thoughts a day. And most of them are on repeat. And they're the stories that we've told ourselves for 43 years. So my message today is, do you think you're worth it? Because a lot of our thoughts come from a place of unworthiness. And just like building a physical muscle, our mind, we have to build our mind. We have to work out our mind muscle. Nobody ever really thinks about that, right? Like everybody's like my biceps and my glutes and my quads, right? But what about your mind? What if someone's like, oh, what body part did you work on today? I worked on my mind. I know you might not be able to see it, and I can't really flex it for you, but let me tell you something. It is getting stronger and stronger. And you know what happens when your mind becomes stronger? You actually start to feel it physically. Maybe you notice yourself standing up taller, opening your chest, smiling more. When you empower yourself and you empower your mind with positive thoughts, you feel it all throughout your body. It's an energy. But it starts with the thought as well as the thought of, do you think you're worth it? Because believe me, I'm sure we could have books of the evidence that we think proves that we're not worth it, right? Guess who wrote those books? You did. I wrote my book. I've been writing my book for 43 years, right? So my mind thinks that that's the truth, right? Because I wrote it, it must be true, right? No, it doesn't have to be true. Because guess what? Since you're the author of your book, guess what? You can write a new chapter. You can write a new book. But we don't allow ourselves that because we're still going with those books that we've written. It's like, okay, this is, edition number 10, edition 12, 15. What about, you know what? I'm writing a new book, right? We wrote all these other books. Why can't we just open up a new book, take that pen, and start writing? New thoughts, new book. Our thoughts control our feelings, then our feelings control our actions, and our actions control our results. And we live in this cycle. And the only way to break it is to start at the beginning and change your thoughts. So I want to leave you guys with that today. There's going to be so much more to come. If you guys want to jump over to katiecarrollcoaching.com, I have a couple programs up and running. I'd love to work with you. I'd love to be of service any way that I can, especially during this time where we all need each other more than ever. And so I appreciate you guys being here, supporting me. I support you, sending you love. Stay safe and healthy, my friends, and we'll see you soon. Okay, bye-bye.